Good afternoon. My name is Barbara Fuller, and as Chair of the Board, I welcome you to this September 16th, 2025 regular meeting of the Washtenaw County Board of Road Commissioners. Shelby Rockawick, our office coordinator, will describe how our meetings operate, how to access the agenda packet, and how people may participate remotely. Shelby.
There are multiple ways to make public comment during today's board meeting, whether you are joining us in person or virtually. If you are here in person and would like to make public comment, please fill out the sign-in sheet now. If you are joining us virtually, we will ask you to raise your hand at the appropriate time in the agenda.
I now call this September 16th, 2025 regular meeting to order and ask Shelby to call the roll.
Chair Barb Fuller.
Present.
Vice Chair Rod Green.
Present.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Present.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Present.
Commissioner Jeff Smers.
Present.
The following directors are in attendance. Managing Director Matt McDonell, Director of Engineering and County Highway Engineer Brent Schlack, Director of Operations Adam Lape, Director of Finance Dan Ackerman.
Very good. Please join us in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a motion to approve the agenda as presented?
So moved. Support.
Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would please.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum,
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas,
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smers.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes. At this point in time, we have one set of minutes to accept. May I have a motion to accept the board meeting minutes of September 2nd, 2025? They appear on pages 4 through 12 of the packet.
So moved. Support.
Additions, deletions, or corrections? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would, please.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Llamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smers.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the minutes of September 2nd are accepted as presented. Next on the agenda, we have report from our county commissioner. I don't see her. Tiffany, do you have her waiting?
I don't believe so, but
Okay.
if she comes in, I will let you know.
Who's this? Somebody's coming in.
It says Caroline Altamere.
I do not know.
I do not believe that is not her.
Well, if Commissioner Saunders comes in, we'll
Well, I will allow
for
that.
a few minutes
Yes, ma'am.
to us. Okay. Next on our agenda, we have something fun to do. We have a 25-year anniversary of public service and that we want to recognize Mr. Michael Masti Jr. At the Washtenaw County Road Commission, we recognize that our employees are our greatest asset. We're pleased to honor Mike Masti Jr. of District 6 for his dedicated service and commitment to our organization. Mike is a valued member of our team, and his ongoing contributions are essential for the Washtenaw County Road Commission to successfully fulfill our mission, vision, and guiding principles. In appreciation of your 25 years of service as a heavy truck driver, heavy equipment operator, group leader, and foreman, we have a gift to present to you, Michael Masti Jr., to thank you for your hard work and dedication, and there will be pictures. So if you would join us, please. Up here.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Down we go.
We go down there?
You want us, Tiff, we have to take directions from the boss lady.
You want them down?
All of us? Okay.
Front of the boat.
Yes, in front of the.
Front of the boat.
Oh.
That's 25.
There you go.
Jeff will hook you up with a new one.
Yeah.
Closer in. Closer in.
Safety stand.
No, it's just. Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You're good help.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And just another one for just good vision. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I am.
Congratulations.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Are we gonna do one with the gang? I think it's short. They want, oh, they,
I suppose.
come on out, everybody. That way. That way.
There we go.
This one?
Yeah, you got more people that way. What we, no, you have to.
You gotta go that way.
Oh, you're it's against the wall now?
That, just that way.
Just turn it around that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Go up there and fall. I can-
Can I see?
Come on in.
Scooch in a little bit for the people on the end. Come on in a little
There we
bit.
go.
There you go.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
yes. I just want to get a little tight. Joanne, come on over to the side where Nicole is, if you can. There you go. Thank you.
Right in there, hold that.
Good. We got everybody?
I do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
All right. You're done. Thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Okay, I can see it.
See you around.
Okay, thanks again. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm not good. Sir.
All right. Take care. All right, thank you.
Used to be a watch, then it went a gift card to the Jewish jewelers, and then like, so now it's Amazon, it's vended. We'll never know.
Yeah.
All right. Next item on the agenda is public comment. This is the time set aside on the agenda to receive comments from the public. This is not intended to be a period for dialogue. Each person will be allotted 3 minutes to address the board, and Shelby will explain how people may be recognized to offer comments.
Since this is a hybrid meeting with both in-person and virtual attendees, we will take turns between those attending in person and virtually. For virtual attendees, we have provided some instructions on the screen on how to participate and make public comments. If you are attending this meeting virtually and would like to make public comment, please raise your hand now. If you dialed into the meeting from your phone, you can raise your hand by dialing *9. Our communications manager, Tiffany Oliphant, will unmute virtual participants with raised hands one at a time and will announce your username or last 4 digits of your phone number when it is your turn to speak. Please share your name and address before beginning your comments.
All right. Direction from you, Ms. Oliphant.
We do not have public comment.
All right. Ms. Altamare is not here to comment then?
It doesn't seem like it. She did not raise her hand.
Okay. Caroline, did you want to address the board? If you do, you need to raise your hand.
I did ask her to unmute if she wants to.
No,
Okay.
actually, thank you very much, but no, I was just changing from one device to another, and that's probably what showed as a blip of me raising my hand. But thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll move on to written communications. Written communications appear on pages 13 through 17 of the packet. Commissioners, anything you wish to draw our attention to?
Yeah,
Commissioner Yamas.
so on page 15. I appreciate the recognition that was sent in on 9/1 from Miss Vezhavden. I might have really messed that name up. So, and from the Celine Fair, County Fair, from Lisa and Angela from the Celine Fair, who appreciated us being there and the work that the road commission has completed.
Anyone else?
That's it.
Okay. We will bypass follow-up to public comment since we did not have any today. We'll move to the consent agenda. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda items 1 through 5 as presented? Motions are on page 18 through 20, background on pages 21 through 28.
I so move. Second.
Any questions about any of those consent agenda items? Seeing none, Shelby, if you would please.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes,
Commissioner Jeff Smurf.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, the consent agenda is approved as presented. Next, we have 5 action items. These are all right-of-way acquisition action items, and we'll take this nice and slow. Action item number 1, motion is on page 30. May I have a motion to approve action item number 1 to acquire parcel number 1 as a public road easement related to the Dixboro Road at Pontiac Trail Roundabout project in Northfield Township. Background is on pages 33 through 37.
Madam Chair,
Please.
I move that upon the recommendation of the Director of Engineering County Highway Engineer and the concurrence of the Managing Director, the Board hereby approves the acquisition of a public road easement upon a parcel of land commonly referred to as 5770 Pontiac Trail, Northfield Township, Washtenaw County, Michigan, with a corresponding tax ID number of B-002-25-400-018 in the amount of $4,000.
Second that motion.
Any discussion? Mr. Schlack, would you like to give us a little background, or Matt? Which,
Yes, we have Brent up here, to give a little background. These are, action items related to our roundabout projects for next year. This first and second action item are both related to the Dixbrook Road and Pontiac Trail Roundabout. Brent is going to plug in and at least, describe it, I assume, a little bit more.
Yep, I will. Brent Schlack, Director of Engineering. I will go through the, all the actions. So I believe you just took action on the first resolution.
the motion's on
Yeah,
the floor.
On the
Yes.
floor for the first resolution. So,
The map, if that's what it's called, or schematic, is on page 36 of the packet.
correct. Okay. So let me get there. So this is at our Dixboro and Pontiac Trail roundabout project that we have scheduled for next year. This parcel is the 5770. I'll pull up, I don't know, Tiffany, if I'm.
No,
Yep, not, I'm
We
extending.
don't have hard.
There we go.
copy, right?
Okay.
You got it?
I do have it. There we go. So it's this parcel here on the southwest corner of Pontiac Trail and Dixboro. We do have, within the packets also, you can see this is the right of way that's required for this project. And what's on the motion is for the parcel that's in the southwest corner for that small triangle.
Okay.
What?
Now, if you can
Questions?
just keep that map up there, probably.
Yeah,
It's gonna
yeah,
be
we
helpful
can.
as we walk through all of these.
Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward, resolution for this parcel and the acquisition. So if there's any questions, the negotiations went well, and Kurt Roche, our right-of-way manager, has been communicating with all the parcels within this project.
All right. Commissioner Green?
Yes. Have the other parcels been acquired already?
They have not, no. So these are the first two parcels of the remainder of this intersection. Actually, I take that back.
We've got two.
We have two in this packet.
Dixboro.
I'm blanking on if we've brought some previously or not. I can follow up with you on where we're at, but it's this, the ones for this project are the southwest corner, which is here,
Mhm.
and then the northwest corner are the two that are within this packet.
Thank you.
Okay. Shelby, if you'd please call the roll.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes. Action item number 1 is approved as presented. Action item number 2, motion on page 31. May I have a motion to approve action item number 2 to acquire parcel number 2 as a public road easement and temporary grading permit related to the Dixboro Road at Pontiac Trail Roundabout project in Northfield Township. The background is on pages 38 through 43. Somebody?
Madam Chair.
Go ahead. Thank you. Proceed.
I move that upon the recommendation of the Director of Engineering County Highway Engineer and with the concurrence of the Managing Director, the Board moves to approve the acquisition of a public road easement and a temporary grading permit upon a parcel of land commonly referred to as 5795 Pontiac Trail, Northville Township, Washtenaw County, Michigan, with a corresponding tax ID number of B 02-25-400-029 in the amount of $8,300.
Support.
Thank you. All right, folks, the map for this is in our packet is on page 41, if you want to take a look at it there. If you would give us a thumbnail sketch here of what's going on.
Yep, so again, this is the northwest corner. So this is the permanent easement that we're acquiring for the roundabout. And the temporary grading is for the driveway that's just west of the intersection. So that would be to construct that driveway, and then that right of way would then remain with that parcel.
Question, is there an existing building, home, business where you're putting in you're putting in a driveway, or you're just?
So no, we're just repairing the existing driveway.
Okay.
So it's the
Ah.
current driveway here.
Mhm.
And so we'll just replace that approach to that parcel, to that
Okay.
home.
All right. Mr. McNichol,
Chair, I was just curious, was there a second? I may have missed that.
I thought I heard a second.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Was it you, Commissioner Green?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So thank you. I
I
appreciate
think
it.
I did.
You did. Thank you for asking.
Yep. So again, pretty straightforward acquisition. And for this, and again, I'll have to look to determine how many parcels that we have remaining, but it's for that northwest corner.
And obviously this parcel, being a little larger, the amount was.
Yes, yeah.
Equally as larger as well.
Yes, correct. Yep.
There are no further questions or background? Shelby, if you would, please.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes. Action item number 3, this is a different location. The motion appears on page 31, the background on pages 44 through 48. May I have a motion to approve action item number 3 to acquire parcel number 1 as a public road easement related to the Martz Road at Whitaker Road roundabout project in Ypsilanti Township?
Madam Chair,
Please.
I move that upon the recommendation of the Director of Engineering County Highway Engineer and the concurrence of the Managing Director, the Board hereby approves the acquisition of a public road easement upon a parcel of land commonly referred to as vacant common area of the Whitaker Village Condominium, Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, Michigan, with a former tax ID number of K-11-33-100-002 in the amount of 4,000.
Owned by,
Oh, I'm sorry.
that's all right. 002 owned by,
That's correct.
Yeah, I'm reading the proposed motion.
I'm sorry,
That's okay. In the amount of $4,950.
Second.
very good. Questions, background?
Just to give you a little background, this is for our Whitaker and Martz roundabout project. I believe this parcel is talking about this acquisition, the southwest corner. There's some landscaping that's within this this is a common area within that community. And we're disturbing some of that landscaping. So this acquisition, then compensates them for those landscaping features. So if the community chooses to put that back, they can, but that's what that compensation was for.
And this one's a little unique in that you're dealing with a homeowners association.
Yes.
So it's a little more challenging, but
Yeah.
Kurt was able to get through that.
Yep.
So it's not an individual homeowner, it's the association because
HOA.
it's the common area in that HOA.
Okay. And that map is on page 47 in our packet.
Yep, and Brent's bringing up the aerial view.
Yeah, so you can see.
Yep, it's a kind of a wooded
Yeah.
area. Yep.
Whitaker Village. Okay. There are no further questions, or Brent doesn't have any further?
No, I
Comment?
don't have any further comment. Yeah, it was, dealing with the homeowner association was, presented some challenges, but, Kurt was able to work with that community and, then provide a pretty straightforward acquisition.
Good, perfect. Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes. Action item number 3 is approved as presented. Next, we'll move on to action item number 4. Motion is on page 31, background on pages 49 through 53, and it looks like the map is on page 52. May I have a motion to approve action item number 4 to acquire parcel number 2 as a public road easement related to the Martz Road at Whitaker Road roundabout project in Ypsilanti Township?
Madam Chair, I move that upon the recommendation of the Director of Engineering, County Highway Engineer, and the concurrence of the Managing Director, the board hereby approves the acquisition of a public roads easement upon a parcel of land commonly referred to as 7949 Shire Lane, Ypsilanti Township, Washington County, Michigan, with a corresponding tax ID number of K-11-33-110-051 in the amount of $2,000.
Support.
Questions at all? Background, anything further?
Yeah, again, this is for our Martz and Whitaker roundabout project. This would be in the northwest corner. And it's a sliver of, property that we'd be acquiring. You can see that there's a sidewalk that, is being impacted, being replaced, that, requires some of that, acquisition to control that, that area within the right of way.
And I'll also point out the roundabout actually will be a great benefit for this community because
Yes.
right now they're stop controlled and Whitaker Road is a very busy roadway. And it's also on a pretty big horizontal curve, so sight distance can sometimes be challenging. So this will be of great benefit to have really safe and good access and keep the speeds low at the intersection.
Yeah, we've heard a lot of good comments from individuals that live within this community about trying to get out of their community and how difficult that has been. And this roundabout will help improve that.
Great.
Especially during school time.
Yes, absolutely.
There's nothing further. Shelby, if you'd please call the roll on action item number 5.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes. Action item number 4 is accepted. The last of our action items, motion is on page 32, background on page 54 through 59. Let me find the map. Map is on page 59. No, I like 57 better. It's bigger. On page 57, may I have a motion to approve action item number 5 to acquire parcel number 3 as a public road easement and temporary grading permit related to the Martz Road at Whitaker Road roundabout project in Ypsilanti Township? Oh,
Madam Chair, that upon the recommendation of the Directors of Engineering, County Highway and Engineering, and the concurrence of Managing Director, the board hereby approves the acquisition of a public road easement and a temporary grading permit upon the parcel of land commonly referred to as 6501 March Road, vacant, Ypsilanti Township, Washtenaw County, Michigan, with a corresponding tax number of K-11-34-200-002 in the amount of $13,500.
I support.
thank you. All right, Brent, anything?
Again, this is for our roundabout project at Martz and Whitaker. It's for basically the east side of the roundabout along Martz Road. There's an open here. I can show you the aerial. There's a farm field that's adjacent to our project. This acquisition will include providing access right now, the farmer has kind of just not controlled access off of Mart's Road to get into their field. And so we'll be providing an approach for that parcel. So here, and so also the grading permit includes for our drainage, for the end of our drainage. So this is the parcel, again, due to the length and of it, is one reason for the amount of the acquisition.
And looks like this would complete the
It
right-of-way
will.
acquisitions for the project.
Yes, this would complete the right-of-way acquisition for the project, and we'll be able to submit that. We do have final plans ready to be submitted to MDOT. And so this was our, part of our last remaining items to complete our design portion. So these will be submitted to MDOT for advertisement for a future bid letting.
Right. Any other questions? Commissioner McCollum?
Yes, when do you propose starting the project?
I don't have the exact date, but we'll, depending on what letting we get in, will most likely be in the November, December letting. So we'll get started first of the year, probably May is when, we're looking. I don't have the progress schedule in front of me. But this one, we're looking at early season next year. So we have, 4 roundabouts that we'll be constructing next year. This one, Pontiac Trail and Dixboro, Sile Church and Zeeb, and the Dexter Chelsea Island Lake roundabout. So we're trying to space those out based on our staffing levels to make sure that we have complete coverage. So this one, I think we're looking at having early season and then moving right into that Dixboro and Pontiac Trail project.
Okay, go ahead.
And also, do you have an idea of the detour for that?
We do have the detour. I don't have it here in front of me. And I can't recall what that is, but we can certainly supply that. We can supply the information for this.
Okay, I'll
Yes,
wait
it
till
will
it
be
comes out.
detoured.
Yeah.
I could probably pick it off the top of my head, but I'd rather wait for what the plans say. So yeah, yes, this intersection, the Martz and Whitaker and the Pontiac Trail and Dixboro will be closed and we'll be detouring traffic for those projects.
And of course, we'll have a public
We will have-
engagement for construction, once we know the contractor and have a better idea of schedule.
Yes,
We did have the design engagement that had already gotten done.
correct.
But once we know the contractor and the schedule, we'll have another virtual public meeting.
Thank you.
Madam Chair.
Commissioner Green?
And I also assume that this offer has been accepted by the owner, correct?
It has been accepted by the owner, and it's just waiting for our board's approval to then finalize the acquisition. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, if there's nothing further, Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes. Action item number 5 is approved as presented. Our next piece of business is a closed session. May I have a motion to enter closed session in accordance with the Open Meetings Act, MCL 15.268, parent C, regarding the TPOAM collective bargaining agreement?
I so move.
Second.
Any discussion at this point? No. Shelby, if you'd please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green.
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCollum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes. We are on the brink of a closed session. Shelby, would you like to read the particulars of how this works?
For virtual participants, if you are not a road commissioner or a designated staff member, we will now move you into the virtual waiting room. If you would like to be returned to the open session of the meeting once we have completed the closed session, please remain in the waiting room. We will readmit you once the closed session has been completed. For in-person attendees, you are welcome to wait in the boardroom or lobby until the closed session has been completed.
Thank you. May I have a motion to return to open session and continue with the meeting agenda, please?
So move.
Support.
Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smurs.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, we have returned to open session. Next item on our agenda are reports. We'll start with the road commissioner reports and Mr. Smurs.
On yesterday, what is it, September 15th, I attended with the feasibility study group, Kent and Kalamazoo road commissions. They were amazing sites. That's all I have to report.
Okay. Commissioner Green,
No report. Thank you.
Commissioner McCullum.
Yes, Madam Chair. On September 3rd, I attended the Washington County Road Commission chat session. There were no attendees. On September 6th, I attended the Washington County Road Commission tailgate event, which was very good, very well organized, good food, good conversations. I really enjoyed it. On September 9th, I attended the Washington County Parks and Rec meeting. We talked about a planned Eastern Washington County Recreation Center. The planned Eastern Washington County Community Recreation Center requires improved non-motorized accessibility to and around the proposed facility. The Transportation Alternatives Program, which is abbreviated as TAP, administered by SIMCOG in our region through a competitive application process, provides federal funding for non-motorized transportation projects. The Washington County Parks and Recreation Commission has successfully secured $6.7 million in TAP funding to help construct 4 border-to-border trail projects, which had a total price tag of $18 million. It was recommended that the commission authorize staff to proceed with the TAP application for $2 million in partnership with Superior Township, Ypsi Township, and the Washington County Road Commission. A recommendation that the Washington County Park and Rec provide the $400,000 local match from the non-motorized trail millage fund, which would make trails around the new Washington County Community Center have border-to-border trails connected to it. And the county commissioner, Robbie, is the one that applied for the grant, and we were able to receive the funds for that. So thanks to him for making that possible. And that is my report. Thank you.
I will report that on September 5th, I attended the virtual SEMCOG Legislative Roundtable. September 6th, I attended both the Dexter Forum and the Washtenaw County Road Commission's tailgate and employee barbecue. As with Commissioner McCollum, I thought it was beautifully organized, a lot of fun, and it was a great opportunity to meet employees and their families. There were a lot of kids there. It was great. On September 10th, I attended the virtual Maple Road Foster Bridge project update. There were more than 60 participants. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, the update was curtailed. On September 15th, I attended the 2025, that was yesterday, county annual meeting of the Washtenaw County Farm Bureau at Washtenaw Community College. And that concludes my report. We will turn it over to Matt for staff reports and updates.
Sure.
Can I give a report?
Yeah. I'm sorry, that's the second time I've done that, Gloria.
It's okay.
Please, my apologies.
That's okay. On 8/20, I attended chat. There were no employees, but I always enjoyed chatting with the administration, see what's going on. On September 10th, I also attended the video presentation on Maple Road, the Foster Road Bridge, and too bad it was interrupted. Aaron was doing a great job of educating the public on funding and how it was going to go, but it was well attended. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the video aids, or the,
PowerPoint?
yeah, the PowerPoint. And that is the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
All right, we will now move on to staff reports and updates that appear on pages 60 through 67 of the packet. Matt?
Thank you, Chair Fuller. I did want to give an update regarding that Maple Foster Bridge virtual public meeting. We did have a little bit of Murphy's Law. We had a very important virtual public meeting, and about an hour and a half before we discovered we had internet connection issues. It was related to an issue that IT later discovered. It was a computer trying to access the firewall rapidly and continuously, which caused a bandwidth issue. So we attempted to move forward with the virtual public meeting using our hotspots and our cell phone, learned a lesson there. Given the Zoom, the amount of participants, the video sharing and the presentation sharing, that was not a recipe for success. So if we were to do that again, we would just rescheduled. We did get through most of the content. And then yesterday we published a update where we apologize for the inconvenience and technical interruption. We also published a frequently asked questions. We were able to get most of the questions from chat answered in that FAQ. So we posted that at the project update. So, and the other good news, which I'm sure Brent will share, is the contractor is working on the bridge today.
Oh,
So that's good news. I did steal some thunder there, so I took some privilege there.
he needs to take you to lunch, Brett.
Yes, exactly. The other, Jeff had updated you that he participated in the visits to Kalamazoo County Road Commission and Kent County Road Commission. They have constructed new facilities. We went there mainly to look at their what would be in store for our garage and truck wash facility, potentially cold storage, in our main yard here. As we progress into our feasibility study, learned a lot, saw a lot of great things, good discussion with the project team and the other road commission staff on, you know, what they liked, what they do different. And it got a lot of conversation going, and that was the intent. And it was a good information exchange for partners that we certainly value. Also, I wanted to point out tonight that there is a in-person public meeting for the Island Lake Road and Dexter Main Street Improvement Project. It is at the Dexter Library. It is an open house format. So if you're able to attend, we are going to be there from 6 to 7:30. We already had a previous virtual public meeting where we presented information. And so we're going to have some stations there for people to look at, ask questions, and then we're also having that presentation kind of rolling through those slides for people to take a look at if they missed it. And we can certainly walk them through it if need be too. So we'll have a number of staff there. Hopefully we get some good conversations and education in that in-person meeting at the library.
It went well for the Baker, the 2 roundabouts on Baker when you did that.
Yeah, I think when we have got projects of this size and a major change like that, it makes good sense to still have something in person. So
Agreed.
that virtual public meeting, I think there were over 70 participants. So I expect some turnout at the library. We'll see. And certainly advertised that at the Dexter Forum previously. So with that, any questions on the reports provided within the board packet?
I do not see any.
Okay, I will ask Brent to come up and apologize to him for stealing some thunder. Oh, he's got pictures.
Hello, good afternoon, Brent Schlack, Director of Engineering. So yeah, I do have quite a few projects to update on. First, I want to go through our public meetings. Matt brought up the Island Lake and Dexter Main Street Corridor Improvement Public Meeting is tonight at 6 p.m. at the Dexter Library. We also have next week our Scioto Church and Zeeb public meeting. It's a virtual public meeting. That's September 25th at 11 a.m. So as far as active construction, we have our Bemis Road project. That's between Stony Creek and Hitchingham. That roadway is closed. That's where we're reconstructing the gravel road. We are moving along quite rapidly now, and so they're still continuing to install and shape and compact the aggregate base, but we're looking at next week, possibly that first course of HMA of asphalt next week. Then the Maple Foster Bridge, which Matt brought up, Anlon Corporation, the contractor's out there. I'll plug in Tiffany. I can show a picture. Play it. If it's extending still, it says duplicate. Oops, of course. So this is the contractor out there. You can see the hydraulic ram.
Right. It's up there, but we can't see it here.
Oh, there it is.
It's coming.
Got it? Okay. So you can see the contractor out there now. There's a hydraulic ram that's on one of those post-tensioning cables to release that, to basically pull that cable to then release the blocks that are holding that cable in place. So that was what we were waiting for, was this special piece of tool to then be able to connect to those existing post-tensioning rods to be able to pull those. So that's one picture, and then here's another one that they're on the bridge trying to, you can see the equipment here, the pressure to try and pull those off. So they are out there. So
Snap, I mean, I have nightmares about when it gets released, it just goes flying.
no, so that's the purpose of the ram. So it's a through ram. So it's like a donut essentially. So they put that cable through the donut, through the hole, and then they basically pull that cable to then release all the blocking, and then they release it slowly back to release the pressure on that the tension on that cable.
Okay.
And again, this is in an effort to remove the post tension.
Yeah, it's a very slow process because of the amount of force that's on that cable. So it's a slow process, because we don't want to pull that and then, break the cable. So they need to pull that at a slow pace to try and then be able to get to a point where they can release that blocking and those pinches that kind of hold that cable in place. Yep.
May I?
Oh, please.
It's, so one of the things they don't want to do is shock load everything. So if you release all that pressure all at once, it might pull from another cable on the other side or above it. The other side of that is that everything is so tight on that nut and that securing mechanism, they have to release some pressure off of it to even get that to start to back off. And then they can easily, slowly release the pressure.
Sounds scary to me.
It's like
Yeah.
trying to disconnect piano strings all at once.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very tedious process, but I'm very familiar with this contractor and they know what they're doing.
Okay.
I'm gonna unplug Tiffany.
They have a beautiful day to be out there.
Yes, they do. Indeed. So that contractor's progressing, they'll be out there for, at least another week or two to continue to remove all those post-tensioning cables. In the meantime, we are scheduling internally to sit down to look at the signage and the proper location for that signage for the new 5-ton weight restriction that will be placed on that bridge. And also next meeting, we'll be bringing back the traffic control order for the truck restrictions along Maple Road. Our preventive maintenance projects, we have Curtis Road between Plymouth and Joy. It's a federal aid project. We have the paving and the shoulders have been completed on this project. I know we have an update coming out here, hopefully soon to update, but the paving's been complete and with the shoulders, and we're waiting on the pavement marking, which we're anticipating this week. Jackson Road between Parker and Dino, again, another federal aid project. That roadway has been milled and the base course has been placed. You're on Curtis. I don't know if you can get over to Jackson. Sorry, I didn't talk to you beforehand. And the contractor is working this week to place the top course of that.
Brent, I was there on the weekend. I forget what. I didn't see any obvious signage. I was coming from Chelsea to that intersection.
Along Jackson Road?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
West of Parker.
West of Parker. Okay, well, it was open.
Diverted-
Yeah,
Well, kind of. I sat there for 20 minutes.
yeah,
People
it,
were
yeah,
standing up,
depending on
pounding
the,
window at the poor guy.
yeah,
with the-
depending on where they're at within the operation, it
Okay.
could be a longer wait time. Yeah, that should have been open to traffic as far as, under flag control. They did mill, over the weekend on Friday, Saturday, and placed, the base course over the weekend. And then this week they'll be looking to put that top course.
So when do they think it will be?
We're hoping that we'll have the pavement complete this week, and then we'll
Okay.
have to do shoulders, and pavement markings. Nixon Road, between M14 and Pontiac Trail. That pulverization has been completed, along with the first course of asphalt is down on that project. And this week they'll be placing the top course.
And that's a different contractor than.
That is a different contractor. That's Ajax Paving is who's performing this work. We've had that project's been going along very smoothly. Waters Road, that's between Ann Arbor, Saline, and Oak Valley. That project was a full closure. If you can imagine right there by Target, it's a small section of Waters Road. That project is now complete with all lifts of asphalt being placed on that project. Whitmore Lake Road. Yep, so there's that section. So Whitmore Lake Road between M14 ramps and Stein Road. The paving is complete for that project as well, and we're waiting on shoulders and pavement markings for that. Fortunately, we do have some local road agreements that are underway. The Timber Ridge subdivision in York Township. So that work actually began today. They're doing some concrete work. So they'll be replacing some curb and other areas within that subdivision in preparation for the future, crush and shape of that road. Hawthorne Ridge and Boulder Ridge within Pittsfield Township. That concrete work is scheduled to begin this week. Again, that'll be some curb replacements, some ADA sidewalk ramps. Those would be within those subdivisions. The Warren Road Culvert, that's west of Dixboro and Ann Arbor Township. That's through a stormwater grant and local agreement with the township. That roadway is closed. The aluminum box is being delivered. Began delivered yesterday and today. The contractor will begin assembling that aluminum box on site and preparing the site for the installation. So removing some of the old culvert in preparation for the new one to be installed. We also have our countywide crack seal program. That would be on the weekly, Tiffany. So we've made steady progress, and we're expecting that this will be finishing very soon, if not this week, next week. So we made it through all of our lists for that contractor. So aside from that work that we're doing, staff is continuing to work through our 26 and 27 projects. And that will conclude my report. Is there any questions?
Any questions?
Great,
Didn't see any.
thank you.
Thanks, Brent.
Thanks, Brent.
Up with Adam Lape, operations report.
Good afternoon, Adam Lape, Director of Operations. So the local road program does continue. In fact, as we've kind of noted the last few board meetings, we do have some agreements that are actually being closed out and final billing sent. Dan kind of alluded to that, may even touch a little bit more on it in the finance report, but wanted to focus a few minutes. I know we kind of alluded to our steering group and committee going yesterday to some visits, Kalamazoo and Kent County. Jeff's word for word out of my report was, the facilities certainly are amazing. For the feasibility study, Dennis and I are kind of in the point where this is, and we've been open with everybody, this is kind of where our dream is. We're at that level right now. Park everything under one roof and one big building and one big shop, and then start funneling that down to reality that's truly feasible, from an affordability standpoint. What type of building envelopes do we have for both this facility and the Manchester facility in the future? We'll continue to develop those and really call them goals. It meets our current and some future needs, because it was evident in both buildings, it built for the future, and it's certainly evident just in design in general in this industry. You need to build for the future because previously we didn't build for the future, had no even thought that in 1963 the dump trucks would be as big as they are now. So there's a lot of future you need to build in there, and so really want to focus on finding space and building a space that'll fit our needs. So really channel those dreams down and where do we want to be and what's feasible. So that's kind of the basis of that. Some of the highlights in my eyes and some of my team's eyes that were with us, really just the shop and stockroom spatial use, both like on the ground and aerial. And what I mean by that is fan placement in the parking garage in the shop, and overhead crane placement, whether it's one that's mounted in the roof of the building or, you know, basically a jib crane, basically mounted to the floor that swings out and around in a tire room. Just a lot of interesting things like that. Tool storage in general and parts storage was really interesting to see. So that's why I really wanted kind of the shop team to see that and the superintendent Ken to see that as well. So excuse me, that was an exciting part for myself and Dennis. We kind of talked about that because certainly a lot has changed and evolved since 1963 here in the case of a giant, you know, service center, and certainly changed and evolved since the 1900s. No exaggeration, the early 1900s, when the Manchester facilities were starting to be built, then even into the 1940s when those type of small outpost buildings were built. So a lot of future there, a lot of spatial use. You know, really evolution has caused some pretty neat things and pretty neat opportunities with locker rooms and facilities we've kind of talked about before. And we'll come back with pictures and photos and kind of everything like that as we kind of wrap up some of these visits. We'll be able to do some virtual visits. Hobbs and Black, who is our consultant for this part of the program, excuse me, they have some 360-degree camera systems. So we've kind of alluded to that before the last working session, that they can provide us kind of a tour before we go, or just simple photography that'll help us and really make some good decisions as we kind of find our concept. And that's really where we want to land here with this program. So over the next couple of months, we'll do that, and then we'll come back. Dennis Bussey, a facility supervisor, will bring our team back together. Him and I were talking this afternoon before we came to the board meeting, that we'll bring the steering committee back together, get some general notes, and kind of have like a hot topics list that we liked and we talked about, and maybe some reference to that we can kind of share out to the group to really kind of keep everybody plugged in and see where our minds are and what we're seeing. And then as all that starts to kind of come together, we'll obviously have that landing where we land on a concept. And like I said, in the next few months, we'll be able to do that and keep this program moving forward. So it's a good opportunity. Thankful for Kalamazoo County and Kent County for having us. We have great connections that we develop over time. And they were really able to tell us the goods, the bads, the in-betweens. And that's what we've done as our responsibility for other groups, Genesee County being one of them, that are building smaller service centers or smaller outpost type buildings like our Northeast Service Center. We've paid that forward and talked to them, walked them through tours like Kalamazoo and Kent did for us yesterday. So really try to share that information. Genesee County was, Allegan County was critical in that for us 10 years ago, 12 years ago. We started initially talking about the Northeast Service Center. So try to pay it forward with all those contacts we have, because we have 83 contacts throughout the state that at least consider having us as cousins, we'll call it. So it's good contact source, great conversation. So it was a good opportunity. I'm kind of proud and excited to be a part of it. So team remains excited. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Jeff, for taking some time to come visit with us as well. And thanks in general for the board giving us the opportunity to look into this. So I don't have anything else update wise. We continue the mowing program throughout the county. We're getting close to getting into the full second round of local roads and even started some of that. So really just keep slowly incrementally moving the gauge towards the end of the year. But yeah, some questions?
Yeah, did we get the, is it the Max broom yet?
The Mower Max? No, the Mower Max is being built. We did actually get 2 new dump trucks for the 2025 purchase did show up today. So those, there'll be 3 more. Yeah, 3 more of those will come. 5 of them are getting built right now from last year's purchase. That was carried over to this year for the upfitting. So we have that, but yeah, we expect in October. So I mean, we are.
Oh, you probably told me that.
Yeah, that's all right. We are a few excited weeks away from getting that as well. So we should be able to actually start mowing some brush with it this fall, which will be nice. During that brownout where everything starts to process into the dormant side of the season, it's nice, like I said back in the working session, get rid of that foliage for a little bit. We can really process the hardy vegetation, the hardy growth, and process it down so it has all winter to degrade and look a little bit better in the springtime. So, and that's really the genesis of wanting this type of unit that can process things a little better. So yeah, we anxiously await that. I haven't got one yet, but I promise you we'll get one pretty soon and we're pretty excited about it. I could use about 40 of them. So we'll keep going, but
Maybe next year.
I'll take my one at a time. We don't want them all new at the same time because then they're all old. We don't need that. So any other questions?
I don't see any.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. And lastly, we have Mr. Ackerman, the finance report.
Good afternoon, board. Dan Ackerman, Director of Finance. I'd like to start by talking about PA 202. If you recall, PA 202 is the annual report required by the state of Michigan, where we report on the funding levels for our pension and our OPEB. The last several years, our pension was determined underfunded based on their criteria. So we've had to file for a waiver saying that, yes, we are on the path to 60% funded or more. And they've accepted that, and I've shared with you, there's usually a lag between when we submit reports and when we hear back. Also, if you recall, PA 166 was another one that we had to file because we received a grant for our pension from the state of Michigan. And they want corrective actions, and I believe I shared with you the criteria and information. The reporting was very, very similar to PA 202. So it seemed like kind of a duplication of effort. So we did hear back on PA 202. And the good news is, as far as I can interpret this, that they will no longer be requiring a waiver. And they cite the fact that we have a corrective action in place. So hopefully that's one huge set of paperwork that we won't have to submit anymore. So I'm looking forward to not having to do that. But obviously we will still have to report our pension and OPEB funded levels. So we'll still have to comply with the initial PA 202, but hopefully we won't have to ask for that waiver every year. And then of course I will also have the corrective action. I want to say that's a 5-year requirement from the state of Michigan for our pension, again, related to the grant funds we received for our pension. So sorry, that was a lot I threw at you. Are there any questions about that at all?
So the corrective action report has to be filed for the next 5 years?
I believe so.
Okay.
Well, I think 4 more, yeah, after this year, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions on that at all? So we continue to monitor what's happening in Lansing as far as if a budget will be in place prior to October 1st. Again, the state of Michigan has reached out to say our August Michigan Transportation Fund receipts that would be received in October, they would bump that timeline up. So we receive it in September prior to the shutdown. So again, if the shutdown were to be prolonged, who knows, I guess they maybe can't process. That would be our September Michigan Transportation Funds that we would receive in November. I know it's a little confusing, but so certainly we'll be monitoring all this. Hopefully Lansing can get their act together and approve something in time, or I want to say there's been a shutdown of a day or two, if I recall, in previous years. but usually it wasn't prolonged because they realized the impact on the entire state. Like a lot of things just come to a screeching halt. And obviously, I also will be monitoring to make sure we get our Michigan transportation funds a little bit earlier too, so. And as we talked about previously, as far as cash flow is concerned, we could weather the storm, if you will, if there was a prolonged shutdown. Again, I don't think there will be. In case there was, we would still, not have a problem meeting payroll and continuing to pay our vendors and so on. If it lasts 6 months, then we may have to have some other discussions, but I'm not too concerned at this point. Any questions on that at all?
Don't see any.
Okay, and besides that, been spending a lot of time with been spending a lot of time with our new financial software, Acumatica. I shared with you at the last meeting, they're working on populating, it's called our sandbox, which is basically a testing environment with road commission data, Washtenaw Road Commission data. Just yesterday was the first meeting in the sandbox, so we logged on to this test environment and saw our data. Already some light bulbs are going off, but there's also not a concern, but we feel like we do have a long ways to go. That we were expecting the sandbox environment maybe a few months ago. But we were glad to finally see that, and I think hopefully the process will start to be a little more quicker now that staff can go in. And the consultant said you can't break the data, so don't worry about it. So that's fine, and certainly we'll try to. So we're looking forward to more meetings with that and bringing more users on board to actually see our data. But still a long way to go. It's been quite a process, but it was nice to get to this point at least.
Big milestone.
Yes. Yep.
Any.
So, and then that's my report, unless there's questions, Gloria.
Commissioner Yamas?
So are you the only person who has access to Acumatica right now?
So as far as access to the sandbox environment, so we focused on accounts payable and accounts receivable. And I have a smaller group of what I kind of refer to as power users.
Okay.
And so that was the group that met yesterday. So it would be Tracy in payroll, Jamie in accounts payable, Tiffany Lobostal in operations, and Alicia Held in human resources. So we have a nice cross section, but a smaller manageable group. Again, these are kind of the power users. And so that's at least where we're starting with that. But we, again, hope to expand it out. So when we start talking about inventory, then we bring Jeff Mann and from the shop, and Julie Nixon in engineering and so on. So
Great. So are you able to input and move things around in the program easily?
yes, so we're figuring that out. How do you process a cash receipt? How do you process an invoice? They have things called workflows that we're excited to see. We haven't seen them yet, but for instance, accounts payable, we have an email box that probably half our vendors, or maybe 2/3, send, here's an invoice the road commission needs to pay. And that supposedly can go into an electronic workflow that goes through the approval process to accounts payable, and the system eventually will learn our charge codes and everything. Again, this is, until I see it, with my own eyes, but that's what we're being told.
That sounds
Um,
exciting.
just-
Only people who do it. That.
Right, exactly. I'm
Right.
excited. You guys are like, what?
Instead of having to get the
Right,
bill and
yes.
input it, that would be amazing.
We want to have things automated as much as possible, to be as efficient as much as possible, to try to be even closer to paperless. If you go to the cubicle next to Jamie, you'll see all the banker's boxes of invoices for accounts payable that we need to keep for audit purposes and so on. There's abilities to store things electronically. And so again, maybe those banker boxes will go away at some point. And, say the auditors need something, you click and drag and so we're excited. It's gonna be a long road. Again, we want to take our time, do it right. But we're excited about, the possibilities. So,
That sounds exciting.
yeah, it is.
All right,
Yep,
well, thanks,
that's it.
Dan.
That's it.
Appreciate your update.
Yep.
That's all we have.
That's all?
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. We've got a busy 3 weeks ahead of us. Tonight, of course, we've heard multiple times at 6 PM at the Dexter Library is the in-person info meeting about the Island Lake Road and Dexter Main Street corridor improvements. Please be advised, there's significant road construction on Alpine Street at Main Street, so you're gonna have to get to the library a different way. And you may,
It's open now.
oh, it's open?
Yes, it is open.
Well-
I'd like to report,
Never mind.
it was previously closed, so you were
Yeah,
correct.
just on Sunday, I think.
Maybe they got that open just for our meeting. Yes.
September 20th, which is Saturday, Touch a Truck number 8 from 12:30 to 3 at the Saline Fairgrounds. That's in conjunction with the 10th annual Just Between Friends of Ann Arbor, which is a children's clothing and toys consignment sale. I hear it's huge. We shall see. September 21st through the 22nd, most of us will be at the County Road Association Commissioners Seminar in Bay City under the leadership of our own Washtenaw County Road Commissioner Joanne McCullum, who chairs the CRA Commissioner Committee. And it will also feature Brent Schlack, our Director of Engineering. He will be speaking about roundabouts, if I've got that right. Okay. September 22nd, in conjunction with this other meeting in Bay City, is the annual membership meeting of CRASIF, the County Road Association Self-Insurance Fund that administers our worker comp. September 25th at 11 a.m. is a virtual public meeting about the Scioto Church Zeeb Road Roundabout project. Please be advised that October 7th, we have a special 10 a.m. closed meeting of the board to conduct the annual performance review of our managing director, then convening at 1 o'clock for our regular board meeting. Chat sessions coming up. Tomorrow, Commissioner Green. September 24th, Commissioner Yamas. October 1st, Commissioner McCullum. October 8th, Commissioner Smers, and October 15th is my assignment. If there is no further business or announcements, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Shelby, if you would please call the roll.
Commissioner Rod Green,
Yes.
Commissioner Joanne McCullum.
Yes.
Commissioner Gloria Yamas.
Yes.
Commissioner Jeff Smers.
Yes.
Commissioner Barb Fuller.
Yes, we are adjourned at 3:10.